Guys, we're back for round two. Round two, here we go, there's the fingers. Round two. Anyway, so I'm going to set the camera up and then switch it. And then that way we can go ahead and get started on the live draw side of it. So bear with me just a second while I do that. Sorry, you see my head. Sure, that's kind of weird. Okay, can you see everything good? I think we're getting there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start there. I had to start working on it a little bit because due to the fact that, the tattoos are very difficult to do. Anyway, this is a request that got made by the Steph, the piping artist Steph, and so started working on that. So anyway, so that's what I'm working on right now. It is a bit of a trade for her, and so that's what I'm working on. So this is, for those of you who may not see it and understand it well, it is Jason Momoa as Aquaman from the Justice League movie, as well as the Batman Superman Dawn of Justice movie. So anyway, main reason I wanted to do this way was so I could test out this new. I got my hands on a new kind of refillable brush, refillable ink brush. So I thought I would check it out, see how it did. So that's the reason why I'm kind of going over and using it that way. But I had to fill in the tattoo because it's a tattoo and it's very intricate. So anyway, anybody a Jason Momoa fan out there? Anybody Anybody fall in love with him? I know he. I say fall in love with him. Did I know he was on Game of Thrones. First time I really saw him and knew who the guy was, and so I was just like, that's a kind of jacked looking dude. But as time went on, I learned that like he ended up. I think he's married to Lisa Bonet from Different World. She was on the Cosby Show for a while as well. And so anyway, we're just going in and doing this drawing and filling it in, and of course we gotta get that hair going at some point soon, because he has a lot of hair. He has a lot of hair. So anyway, so I'm just drawing on the picture. So I'll kind of jump in and look around for comments as time goes on, see what's going on. But anyway, yeah, Jason Momoa is the guy that is Aquaman. As a matter of fact, he's not only he not only kind of took the role over, so to speak. Man, he's really gone in there and made it his own. Matter of fact, I believe in October or November we're getting an Aquaman movie. That's going to be the main DC movie this year. Is the Aquaman movie. So I think that's pretty neat because of all the characters I would have thought I was seeing in a DC movie. I didn't think Aquaman would be one of those guys, but he is, and I'm really glad he is. I think just from the trailers also. I have to say I've never, and for me being such a big comic book fan, that's one movie I've yet to see. I have not seen the Justice League movie yet, and that's probably just, for me, it's more, some people say, well, it's because it was so bad. Well, it's not really that. I was in a transition in the process of moving while the Justice League movie was out, and so by the time I got settled, started getting settled and everything, really wasn't key on checking into the movie. At that time. Eventually, I know I believe it comes out in March for Blu-ray and all that jazz. So that'll probably be when I check it out. I may rent it and do it that way. That way, I can actually see the movie, make my own assessments about the movie then. Because I really would like to kind of watch it and see how I feel about it on my own. I'm not a big fan necessarily of what a lot of reviewers may say about a film. I do like to go into it a lot of times with my own viewpoints. There are occasions where I may listen to reviewers just to get an idea, but at the same time, at the end of the day, if I'm going to watch a movie, I still want to watch it. So that's kind of where that is. But anyway, so working on this picture for her, she did ask for a request of the Jason Momoa, so I thought I'd go ahead and work on it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on Jason Momoa for the piping artist Steph. So anyway, I hope she likes it. I know it'll probably be tomorrow before she sees this video. But I like to hope that she gets a chance to really enjoy it. So I think she'll love it. Because she kept saying, I don't want the comic book version of Aquaman. I want the one that's played about an actor that's played it in the movies. So I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. You want Jason Momoa? That's cool. I totally understand. So that's what I'm working on right now. So this is part 2. Earlier, I jumped on and got on to talk about villains. So I thought I was going to try to be able to do both at the same time. At the time it took me to talk about villains, I was like, nah, I want to give them some options. I want to give them some choices. So I made a decision kind of in the middle of the night, so to speak, the 12 o'clock call, so to speak, and decided to go ahead and just do it as a deal there. So I'm trying to get the hair, man. Like I said, Jason Momoa's hair is its own character almost. So I definitely don't want to leave that out. And if y'all are fans of Jason Momoa, what do y'all think about the Aquaman movie? I think it's gonna be a good movie. Think it's gonna work out for DC? Do you think DC is finally gonna get a movie out that's gonna be decent? I hope so. I do. I hope that there is a good DC movie, really good. And a lot of people say, "Well, man, I really like Dawn of Justice." And I was like, "Well, would have liked Dawn of Justice too, had it not been for the fact that Dawn of Justice felt like the movie that." Everybody was like, well, the Justice League movie had its own rewrites. I'm like, yeah, but so did Dawn of Justice. So, I do love this. I love this pen because it definitely helps me to hit some bigger points as I'm drawing. Because Jason Momoa's got that kind of sandy hair. It's kind of black with tinges of brown in it, and then tinges of blonde on top of that. So. There's a lot going on there. So I try to pull that all out there. I feel like Jason Momoa's hair is kind of like flames instead of it just being hair since it's so kind of long. So now we're going to come in and do the side. Go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and hit the other side here. Bring that out. And then go ahead and try to hit the arm. Go ahead and come back in. And then go ahead and bring this around so I can at least get the arm in there. Alright, so I'm going to put this down and go with a slightly different pen to tighten some of it up. Go ahead and go in and do the armor pieces, the little armor plates around his arm. Go ahead and pick up those straps as well. Try to go in and define the muscles a little bit because, again, I know how much, probably for Stephanie, I'm sure that the muscles, of Jason Momoa will be important because I know he is a weird physical specimen, man. Like, you look at him and you're thinking, wow, that dude, really must go to the gym like every day. And then you hear him talk about his diet and stuff, and you're just like, okay, maybe he doesn't go to the gym every day, but the man definitely works out. That's for sure, certain. So there's the Aquaman emblem. That he wears. Anyway, guys, I think I mentioned in the other video that my book, obviously Santa's a Spy, is going through its final main edit, and it's more of a edit for the typesetting and all that stuff to make sure that it is it's good to go on the typesetting style. It also is a final edit as far as making sure, for example, that there's no major errors or anything like that as far as the formatting of the book. That's pretty much the last edit that you go through, you know, when you're self-publishing. You know, you always want to make sure that it's not going to look something totally different than what you had in there when you initially were doing it. So I always like to make sure that you're getting everything out there right. So when the book comes out, of course, it looks good. So I'll kind of bring this up a little closer so you can kind of see it. Now, I've got a little bit more work to do as far as the actual picture goes, so you can kind of see where that's going. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for your continued support. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and continue to follow through. You've got the writing time with me, and now Thursday, of course, will be a story time, and there'll still be a live drawing on Saturday. This was just kind of extra. So anyway, I hope you appreciate it. Let me know how you feel on your feed, on your comments section, man. Let me know what's going on. Let me know. Give me some ideas of things you want to see me draw in the future. There you go. There's an idea. Anyway, guys, take care. As always, love you very much. Always be yourself, and I hope that what I do on this channel inspires you to write your story and create your story and tell it. And more than anything else, be blessing me and blessing to somebody, guys. Till next time, we are out. I'm going to try to get you one more zoom in on the picture so we can kind of see it a little bit better. And there you go. And we're going to end on that.